Today's episode, we get started building ourselves a petroleum coke factory. And we derp around a whole lot. Welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory, my fellow friends. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. I'm having a great one myself. In the last episode, we built the start of our hypertube hub, which is awesome, and that's up and running, and then we're going to connect it all throughout the base as we expand it. But today, we're going on to another project. That's right, this is a project we started on stream, and if you don't follow me there, come check us out. We stream several times a week at twitch.tv/boombangcrash. If you don't want to miss out on anything, make sure you come say hello, and you'll see us doing a lot of Satisfactory and some other games as well. Anyway, so this here is the start of our new steel ingot factory. Oh baby. As you can see, we've got it set up here with 5 on the top and 5 on the bottom, and we're going to be using this alternative recipe. Which one is it? This one right here. And it generates 100 ingots per minute, and it takes in 75. So basically on a one belt, that's right, one Mark V belt, we feed all of these and produce over 500 steel ingots per minute. Amazing. Actually, sorry, 1,000. 1,000 steel ingots per minute. And the design is modular in nature so that we should be able to clone it over. And it only takes up 2x6 area. Now, I could make it tighter. But there's some aesthetics things going on here where I just wanted to have a little bit of a gap. I was trying to space it in here. So it's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide. So the one module is 3 high by 7 by 2. And then you just stack them indefinitely from there. And so basically, given our floor height, which is designed to accommodate a refinery, I don't think we can get one more stacked up here. It'll just be the 2, but we can reproduce them all the way over this way. So as we need them, we'll just put another module right here, and that'll take up another 2 slots, and then we'll invert it. We'll put a gap space, and then we'll do another 2 and another 2. So we can cram in a lot of steel production into this one little area. Also, this has been under the works for a while on stream. We haven't really shown much of it on the YouTubes, but this is our central bus, if you will. This is like, if you think of like the elevator column in a building, this is exactly what this is. This whole row here, the center row, is designed to look like this. So we can bring in materials from the very bottom, or actually any floor that we choose to do it in, and we can bring it up to whatever floor. So this is our central bus that will redistribute all the materials we need throughout our base. And as you can see underneath here, it's kind of snaky and messy and crazy, and we've got stuff coming in from all over the place. In fact, this iron here comes all the way down that long line where we're bringing in the oil, and we also added a hypertube system over there as well in one of the streams. So you can see it's just getting it's getting really messy under here, and that's part of what we're going to take care of today. We're going to take advantage of this little network, and we're going to make sure it's set up correctly. And if you look, I think I've got the height pretty close. We might actually have to elevate it once. This might all have to go up one, which is fine. We can do that later. But yeah, basically it's set up to go all the way down here, and we can run it as far back as we need to. And it'll basically avoid any and all clearances. Now, or any and all obstacles, sorry. But one of the things we got to do is over here, our coal's coming in. We have coal coming in from the train. We have 780 coal coming in from a far off place. And I need to run that over here. We're going to run that. And in order to do that, I don't want to add another one of these snakes. Like, this is just getting ridiculously messy. So I want to take the time today to set up how our basement is going to work. Yes, we're going to be working in the basement today. We're going to get the materials up to the top. And then that's our goal. We're going to set up those 10 furnace foundries, furnace filter foundry things, and be done and be happy and clean up this whole, well, part of this mess at least. Set it up for future successes. Let me get started on that. All right, so I've managed to set up a central hub As you can see here, we're starting to clean things up. We've actually had to rotate a miner back here, but this is the center. So this will be the center line, and this will allow us to bring resources from over by the train station down here in a nice orderly fashion. So this is where we're going to start our cleanup. I've also been running power over, and I was debating if we should move this. I think we'll have to clean this up. We should probably raise it up a little bit. Otherwise, it's just going to be stupid. Like, it's going to be down low. And in fact, we do need to raise it up to clear this rock. So we may as well just get it done and get it over with. Okay. We've run the coal. Run down the side here. So this is kind of the technique we're using. We're running things down the outer wall, and then we're bringing it to the center. And now we have coal all the way back to our center column, which means now we can take that up to the top. And it should be waiting for us at the foundries, and then we can start looking at how we're going to set up that array, which should be pretty straightforward. Now you can see here it's just all cleaned up. I've moved everything up to the right level, and I just have to reconnect a couple things, like, for example, this guy right here. I'm not sure which one was this guy right here. So, for example, this is a good way of looking at it. We're going to line up the entry level here with this guy right here, and we're going to say, okay, well, it's going to come in on the far right one, looks like. So we'll come to the far right position, which I believe is right there, and we'll go back to the far right position, 1, 2, and then if we take this over like so, in theory, we'll be all nice and cleaned up now from going forward. So I'll get this up like so, grab this belt, that, bam! And then we'll clean the rest of this up later. Like, we'll actually make this nice and neat. But for now, we're back into loading. And looks good. Is that? Yeah, that's a Mark 5. All right. Yeah, so it goes all the way to the top. And concrete production is now back online. So we'll keep cleaning things up as we go. And for now, let's go upstairs. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking for the setup into the actual foundries, and I think this will look good. I know we're not taking advantage of this second line here, but this window lines up perfectly, and then we can encapsulate all this. Then down here we'll just run the lower line, which effectively we can just run right all the way in here, so, and for 1, 2, like that, and then in we go like so. So now all we have to do is put the splitters on, and I think we're okay. Now, normally you might want to load balance this, but I'm sure we're going to be fine. There, splitter. I think we'll be okay. I'm pretty sure. Okay. I'm almost positive it's going to be okay. And now, normally you could put these on the ground and line these up perfectly, but honestly, getting to be pretty professional at this game, and I feel like I can kind of free wheel this one, no problem. And that's it. That is essentially the essence of this little setup. Very efficient, very tight, very low on resources. And yes, you can make it more compact, and yes, you can do all kinds of different designs, and that's the beauty of this game, is you can choose what you do. There's no real right or wrong way of doing it, even if it is inefficient. That doesn't mean it's wrong. As long as it works for you, it's good for you. That was, yeah, well, language, words. Sometimes they're hard. And as you can see, I'll just put all these belts in like so. And I just need to put, I missed one right here. This one splitter. And then the other side is basically the mirror image, except instead of splitters, we're only dealing with one output, and that one output is merging together into one line. And this is a bit overkill, like having Mark 5 belts everywhere is overkill. Normally I will do it down, like I'll choose like a Mark 2 or Mark 3, whatever the minimum we need to get everything done is. There you go, that is effectively the setup. And now we just have to run power, which we can run along the back side, and we can actually, if we wanted to, we can enclose this, because there should be enough room. Oh, no, we won't be able to. That's okay. We can just put a door frame right here, make it look nice, having like an access panel in the back, so we can use that way. Do that. And for example, this. Oh, that's the wrong way. like so. And then down this way, we could enclose it if we wanted to. But we don't need to for now. And of course, we can put in a floor. And that is essentially half of this done. Which is great. And put a little detail work over here like so. And bam, and bam. Probably the wrong. No, it's the right way. Awesome. There you go. That is all nice and set up. And then we can run some power in the back. I would most likely do it this way. Let's go to our power bar. I'll probably put one of these right here. Because there's only 5 here, right? So we can do this. And then we only need one power line in the middle, which is, you know, plenty. So if we look at this being the center right there, then we can just go ahead and connect almost all of them to one pole. I have to connect. Oh, we're going to need 2 poles actually. Let's rethink that. We'll bring one off from here. Like so. Let's put one there. And we'll put another one over here. That. I'll take care of 3. And this guy can take care of 2. Like so. Alright, so those are now powered up. And then what we'll do on the outside here is connect this guy. Actually, where is the... That will... Guy... There. Connect this wire up. For now, we'll fix this later. This has got to be altered a little bit. And then we can just stack this up. So, for example, we can go up like so. We can put another one of these on the second one up here, like that. Connect the wire up like nice and simple, nice and tight and clean. Actually, use this piece here. And there you go. That's one little setup. You remember how we built that beautiful processing plant up there with all the coal and stuff? Well, guess what? We used all the wrong stuff. It's not coal we needed. It was coal. Well, petroleum coke. Ugh. This stuff right here. And to make this stuff, you use a different recipe which involves oil. I totally was reading that wrong. Anyways, in between the last clip and this one, for the last time we saw you, and then now I've gone ahead and tapped into our oil pipe that's over here. And I've built up this little mini refinery. It's almost done, but I want to bring you back before I finish it off. And it should supply almost what we need. Not quite, though, unfortunately. It's going to take a lot more coal coke than than I have access to right now, unfortunately. But basically what it boils down to is we have 5 refineries here producing heavy oil residue at 20 per minute, which is going to feed into this janky little network here. I'm going to try it out. I have this kind of idea that this will backflow in. So these 5 are filling up these 2 first and then sharing with this one because we need 40 per minute. So that's 20, 40, 60. And then, yeah, then we're going to split the rest. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but it should. It should. And then we're going to produce 120 petroleum coke per minute. So that's a 120, 240, 360, 480, and then 500, 600. 600. And that's not even one. That's not even enough to run like one of those. One row up there. So we'd have to duplicate this again and again and again to get it to work, which means we're going to have to tap. Oh, we're going to have to tap a lot of oil to do. So I don't know if this plan is solid, but whatever. We're going to try it out. So over here, you can see we've got it configured up. So now you just have to run some power. I had to do a little loop-de-loop over here, kind of duck it underneath the belts. I knew as soon as I built this, I was going to regret it. I'm like, I do it this way. This is stupid. Well, it's sort of stupid, I guess. But I had to come over here and, yeah, you know, said it worked okay. It was just like, whoop. But you see that kind of stuff all over the place. You know, oil pipelines, they have to do that. They got to go under things, around things, in things. So that's okay. So anyways, let me figure this out. The nice thing, like I guess the nice side effect is, wow, who made this mess? Oh my goodness, that's embarrassing. I don't know on earth did I do that. Oh guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you saw that. That's just wrong on all levels. There you go, much better. Anyways, as I was saying, we're gonna produce a lot of this. What is this? You never called. Where art thou? The stuff. Here you go. Polymer resins. Now there are some really good polymer resins out there, resin recipes out there. So I guess the byproduct is we're setting ourselves up for other production lines. So, anyways, let me get this all powered up. Let me install some belts, things, and we'll see what we have. All right, so one of the things we're going to be able to do down the road here is, you can see, we've got this polymer resin that we're going to be making that we're not going to have any reason to use, except there is this really cool alternate recipe for fabric that you can put in a refinery with some water. And here you can see, if we select this recipe, we're going to bring in 80 per minute, and we need 50 water per minute. And well, one of the nice things is have water coming down over here. And while currently we're using all of it, it's actually not a stretch for us to bring another line. In fact, I think bring in a few more, so that's 900 water. So if we think that down here, let's take a look at what here. So this is going to be producing 130 per minute times 10, so that's 1,030 per minute. That's actually a lot. That's a lot of polymer. And in here we're going to be using 80 per minute, which leaves a little bit of leftover, which I'm not sure what we're going to do with. I guess there'll be other recipes, like there's other things I mean, I'm not seeing anything off the top of my head, but let's just assume there is, that we can use this polymer. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Fuel, but anyways, whatever. We're gonna have extra. So if we bring in 80, then we can definitely put out 5 per minute. A little bit of water. So I'm not gonna worry about this for now. We're just gonna basically burn it in a sink. So let's see. Let's grab a sink. We'll just toss this up here. And for now, we're just gonna chew it up. Basically, we're gonna get some free tickets, and that way we never back it up, and we're always producing a petroleum coke, which is good. It's kind of what we're doing actually over there as well. So, anyways, that's the theory. I brought all the belts up. These just need to be connected into jankiness and fed into here at 120 per minute, 120, 240, 360. Right, so 600. I'm not even gonna be able to. We're gonna have 2 of these. I can't make 2. Anyways, we're gonna have to feed it into 2. All right, all the power is connected. Everything is running. Just have to fix one little pipe issue over here, which we ran into because I forgot about the belts. So this little setup we had is kind of gonna work. You can see we're making a petroleum coke now, but at least, I mean, how much is this producing? Producing 20. I can run it off of one pipe, actually. Pretty sure 20 times 10 is only 200, so I kind of was overthinking it a little bit, and I think we can just do this and everything will be fine. This will just fill up. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna have a production problem at all, because we're gonna bring in 100 from one pipe and another 100 from another. So in fact, what we could do is if we had another oil pipe, we could actually add 300 to this. So anyways, it's all good. It's fine. It's fine. That just means we can upgrade it a little bit. And then all the stuff is going up to the top here where we have our sink. So that's good. And the last little bit of stuff we need to do is going to be actually bringing the petroleum coke over to the coal factory. But as you can see, we're just churning through this now, which means we're just going to get lots of tickets. And then eventually we'll actually clean this up and make it neat. All these should be running. I guess that's maximum efficiency, which is good. So now we just have to bring the coal over from the backside here. And I have a couple choices, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to run it down and then over, as opposed to running it through the middle here. So for example, how much are we generating per? 120. So we can use one belt for this. And what we'll do is we'll actually just drop it down right here. And then we'll run it on the grid over to here. And then we'll pop it up right over there. Okay, everything's connected up, and we're feeding all of the furnaces, and we're making 100 ingots per minute. It's a thing. So all that work is now done. This one is set up as a traditional coal and iron setup. We'll keep it like that for now, just because, fortunately, I don't have enough petroleum coke. But that being said, we are now powering up all 5 of these guys at about 98% efficiency. I'm going to get, because we're going to be missing a little bit of the petroleum coke. We're going to need 75 per minute, which is... Actually, that's not true. No, we'll be able to power all of this. And maybe 1 or 2 of these with that one. Because we're producing 600 per minute, so 75... Actually, we could power 6 of these. So 5, 6. So I might change up this configuration slightly and just add a 6th one over here, and that will be the correct number of furnaces for that. I mean, it's truly amazing when you think about it. This is going to be 600 steel per minute, and it takes all of that, plus the refineries, just to power these 6 in this recipe. So, oh no, man, like, on hindsight, I'm not sure this is the best idea, but whatever. You know, we're doing it. We're doing it. It's a thing. I mean, honestly, in the same 6, we'd only be producing, 45 half of that. So, but I mean 2 miners. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know what I've done here. I've been consumed by the beast or something. Anyways, we'll see what happens. I don't think it's space savings. Like, anyways, guys, this episode's taken way too long to record. It's just took a lot of base work, a lot of groundwork to set up. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure you bang on the like button down below, and if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button as well. And I love hearing from you in the comments down below. My name is Crash, and I'm out.